Yo, this is your boy, the Omega Katana here, and what's with the random podcast episode all of a sudden? Because I just wanted, man, God, man, sorry about that. She just hate it when it happens when I'm like recording myself, and then respond to that and trying to share the YouTube link. So, anyways, what I'm saying is, the reason why I want to put this down because a couple days from now, the holy month of Ramadan's about to be here. So that means for me, no freaking video games, no TV, no movies or anything like that. It's mostly like the spiritual spring cleaning of the mind and body, and to be better as people and to like get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I know this is not religious or anything, but I just want to share this with you. For those who don't know, or those who are fans or friends of mine on the internet, if you're wondering where I was at, and as a result, I'm going to be deleting the Twitter app off my phone and not going to be active in a long time. So, yo, Mr. Anime Knight, what's good, man? Remember, guys, boys and guys and girls, keep the chat respectful and civil. Yes, let's keep it that way because we need to have to be respectful, and yeah, we're all kidding. So yeah, we're all unapologetic. Carry on, everyone. Yeah. So just going to try sending Mr. Anime Knight. Anime Knight. Oh crap. Anime Knight. Yeah, I'm just going to send Mr. Anime Knight in a minute on the podcast because I'm just tweeting him now if he's able to. So right now I'm just going to be like explaining some stuff for like a quick second about what I'm going to do instead. Instead, I'm going to make some videos of vlogs during Ramadan, during the day. So to keep up with my channel and to keep it more active, you guys can just follow me on my YouTube channel, and I'm not going to follow the latest gaming trends during that time, but instead it'll be like random vlogs about anything or some random topic. And I'm going to be looking forward to be doing that. Because I'm doing something new. Besides myself, trying to learn something new and be a better person. So I'll let give an invite to Mr. Anime Knight here about on the stream. So yeah, I just sent Mr. Anime Knight on invite him on the stream, and I know he's a really busy guy as of late. I understand how he feels, but let's just keep it apologetic. Let's keep it civil and whatnot. And about you guys, what I've been doing all this time, you might ask. Excuse me, just ate dinner. Right now, I'm trying. I guess my grandpa gave me Raspberry Pi, and I've been like on trying to configure the new computer out. Even though I learned Linux, but I just learned like a day ago that you can actually have a dedicated OS system for RetroArch, which I wanted to use for one build, but I did not know how to. But instead, I just made it to like a separate operating system. But the second one, I'll probably get a second SD card so I can put the separate operating system to fit in my RetroArch, to fit into my Raspberry Pi. I meant. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And so far, I'm having a blast with it. And I know it's not a lot of people on here, but I'm just going to talk my butt off anyway. Do a single, like what Mr. Anime said about when he does his podcast, because basically he's just going to talk like a random stream or so, and it's just me just talking and all day and night. And well, I'm kidding. I have no freaking script, so it's all fresh out of the brain from here. And the chat is just like, I'm pretty appreciative of Mr. Anime Knight dropping by and said hello. And I just sent him an invite already, so I'll just wait till he comes. But yeah, as a result, I am not going to like be on I'm not going to be on like I'm not going to be on like Twitter during the month of Ramadan because I need a break from that hellhole at times because people tend to be very stupid and think they're smart, but they're not. Yeah, I need to take a break on it and lower my lower my blood pressure because seriously, bro, it's not worth getting angry over it. And so instead, I'll be doing some vlogs on YouTube and whatnot instead. Yes. Besides tinkering with the Raspberry Pi to keep and learning Python still to keep my butt busy, but let's just say that I'm happy to do a podcast episode again because I just felt like it this time, and it's going to be a really empty time because it's last minute and whatnot, which some people do not like at all. And I'm probably going to record. This is exception. I'm going to like record this episode, and then afterwards, I'm going to edit it for like Spotify and Google Podcasts and my Anchor page. So that's that on one end. But I need to like bring a do some new things on my channel. And like I need to bring back vlogs on my channel and rants. And why I keep saying and because do 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 do. Yeah, man. Send him an invite. Share. Yeah. Glad you're doing good. Thanks, Mr. Anime. Glad you're doing good too, my buddy. Guess what? I just sent you a message in your DM, so check that out, my friend. And let's just say that I'm having a good time with my Raspberry Pi. I visited my relatives from out of state. My sisters came from out of state to come visit. It's been wonders, man. And it's better than being on freaking Twitter all day. And yo, Mr. Anime Knight, how's it going?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm fine, and I'm just having fun with telling my guest about what I'll be doing for the month of Ramadan. So it's like I'm just because basically what I'm going to do is like do some vlogs and whatnot because I'm taking a break off Twitter. I'm not going to be playing video games or watching movies because it's the time to self cleanse. You know, like a spring cleaning of your house. You need to clean your house. There's no time for fun and games. And the goal is to clean your house and to try to keep it clean for next year and keeps on getting better and better. But picture that, but instead of playing video games, what I'm saying, it's like spring clean's like Ramadan's like spring clean, but instead for like the soul and the body and to learn something new. Like to like power down or like unplug.
Just take a break and revitalize yourself, basically.
Exactly. Yes, it's pretty nice where you're at in Arizona, dude. Like it's all like nice and sunny outside.
Well, you picked the right time to invite me. I was actually out here enjoying the sunset and drinking some clear soda for once instead of the dark crap.
Yeah, well, I need to stop taking soda myself. It tastes good, but it makes me bloat. If you know what I mean, makes you bloat, makes you fat.
Yeah, my boss, my previous manager, put me on the Sprite diet because he stressed me out so badly, and I had to get away from him for a little bit. And my coworker, he was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go on break. Do you want anything?" I'm like, "A Sprite, please."
Sprite, please. Yup.
Yeah,
and
I'm sitting.
Yeah, nice
On the patio. I don't know if you guys.
That's one nice patio, dude.
Yeah, backyard's a bit messy.
That's one big fat house. Even though it's not that big. in
The
real life.
funny thing is, it's actually, it looks like a trailer park. Well, it looks
Hmm.
like a trailer, but it's really not. On the
Yeah,
inside, it looks like a house.
yeah,
You guys only see my bedroom, but I figure I'd take the wonderful opportunity while it's still light out to
yeah,
have a little nice porch side chat with you, buddy.
yeah. I'm glad you're doing fine. Thanks for coming. And besides that, I'm having my siblings come over for the weekend, as well as last week or 2 weeks ago, I've been visiting out of state for some business as well as to see friends and family. So I'm going. So, anyways, I'm going to I'll be like, and I'm not having. I don't have a script, dude. So it's
It's
going out of
okay.
my
You
head.
don't
So
have to.
so also my grandpa gave me like a Raspberry Pi 3.
Ooh,
If
a
you're a
Raspberry
gamer,
Pi?
yes. If you're a gamer or computer enthusiast, you know what it is.
I've heard of it, but I haven't fully. I didn't have one, but I've heard of them before,
Yeah.
so I have
Yeah.
sort of an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've been tinkering with it for the last 3 days. That's why I was not on Twitter that much because I've been tinkering with it. And so I always want to have like the standard computers, the Linux set, but on one by running with Linux, it was running terribly. So I did some research and I decided to make one build like a game console, like a retro mini console and whatnot. And so far, the games have been running on it is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just switching perspectives so that way I'm
Yeah,
hoping this is a little bit better.
yeah,
Okay, I can still be seen. I apologize for the noises out here, everybody. I did not expect there would be wind, nor my neighbors doing their thing, but it's whatever.
yeah,
Get some outside audio for once.
yeah, yep,
Rather than me cooped up in the bedroom, I figure I'd change the scenery, make it
yeah,
look nice.
yes.
And just in time for spring.
Yep, exactly. We need to get ready for spring, dude. Like basically start that spring clean, which I don't want to do either. But my room needs a spring cleaning. And my setup, I haven't set up with the actual Raspberry Pi setup yet, so my TV area is a mess.
Oh, believe me, I just got done cleaning my room. It was a mess, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I need better control of like what trash I have on the floor.
yeah,
Thank God I put away my W-2s. They're in a safe spot. I'm like, oh shit, what are they doing on the floor?
yeah, yep. And I just wanted to like do the stream because I need to like get some stuff off my chest and I want to like say some stuff. So I already said this like 100 times already, but it is what it is without a script. But who gives a script anyway? Because I'm just letting you guys know because I'm not going to leave you guys in the dark after I said, "Hey, I'm deleting my Twitter app on my phone so I don't get any distractions and whatnot." So
No, no, that's good, man. That's good.
yeah,
I mean, I already came back after my month of hiatus.
yeah.
I think my longest was the 6 month when I was out on the street, which was not a pleasant time. But
Oh, that
I'm
rough
glad I'm
time.
not. I'm glad I'm not in that situation anymore. It's taught me to be a lot more thankful. And
Yeah,
twice in one life, I'm done.
yeah,
I don't want to be homeless a third time. I don't want to be a homeless third time. The charm not
yeah,
happening.
yeah. Exactly.
And I'm not living in an apartment complex anymore, so a little more freedom here and there.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
I knew a friend that had like had some trouble, so he was living on the street for like 2 years. Really rough. Even for like 6 months is rough. And I don't want
yeah,
that to happen in my life.
yeah. Hotel hopping for 6 months. At first, it's like okay. Then after, it's like, have we found a place yet?
Yeah.
But I gotta give credit to Motel 6 though; they are really good people.
Yeah.
Some of the hotels were okay. Most of them were really cool. The others, they just threw us out.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay,
Mhm.
on to something else.
Yeah.
But and about the scripting, Omega, you don't always need a script for everything. Only if it's like important matters, like what's going on in the gaming anime community and all that fun stuff. Just
Yeah.
doing a little research here and there. But in casual streams like this, you don't need a script. You just speak what's on your mind. That's how I do it when I'm streaming. I just speak whatever the hell is on my mind.
Yep, dude. Thanks, dude. Exactly, cause I just a couple weeks ago I decided to leave the anime community because I think you already knew this, right? But the
Yeah,
community is like kind of
I heard
toxic.
about it. I heard it from Mr. Anime himself,
Yeah.
and I think he linked me
Tweet.
like he linked your tweet to me, or he probably he showed me something with your tweet about that. I
Yeah.
don't know how exactly. I can't remember for the life of me.
Yeah.
But I read it carefully before I reacted, so that way I get
Yeah.
the full story of it. Because that's
Yep.
what I do. I analyze the situation. I read everything carefully to make sure I'm reading this right, and
Yeah.
then I post a proper reaction to the situation,
Yeah.
rather than
Because
these
yeah.
idiots out there who just type. They see something and just type up a whole bunch of garbage that makes no sense,
Yeah.
or those hot takes
Hot
that we're
takes.
seeing
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, all those hot takes. We need to take a break on those. And the reason why I left the community, let's give you a yo Titan Slayer. What's good, man? How's it going?
Hi, Titan Slayer. Hope you're doing good on this beautiful Monday. Actually, oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, on this
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, that's what soda does to you. It makes you bloat and it makes you burp.
I
And
get
anyway,
I get a sentence going and it happens. I'm
yeah,
like, great.
yeah,
But
and
it's a beautiful day out Monday. Sunday was gorgeous.
yeah.
Though
Sunday, Saturday was
unfortunately I
fun.
had to work. I'm like, well, a little extra money never
Yeah,
hurts.
yeah,
But
but yeah,
the Easter day, oh my God in heaven.
it was hell.
We had this Easter section. It was completely empty,
Yeah,
except for like a few candies and
not much,
plushies.
not much except the day off. I'm doing fine. I was about to say something. You want, hey, Titan Slayer, you want to join the stream? I can just send you a DM if you want to. And anyways, I'll be saying about this. What I'm saying is the reason why I left being active in the anime community is because it's toxic as freaking hell, man. I couldn't stand the weebs on it. No offense, Mr. Anime, and to my fans here.
I'm
And
taking.
these posers that claim to be anime fans, like, it was getting me on my nerves. I had enough. And people getting reacted over Black Sage D's opinions. Dude, you know
Actually, he did. I read it. I read his posts and everything. And to be quite honest, it's his opinion on it. It's his personal take on it. It's
Yeah.
not. He was. And let me reiterate that he wasn't attacking anybody. He said
No.
so himself. He's not attacking anybody. He's just stating his honest opinion of it.
Yeah.
Yes, and some people got upset about it, both rightfully so and unjustified.
Yeah.
People are going to react no matter what, and they're going to get angry whether it's appropriate or not.
Exactly. Like basically they don't they want to get angry because they hate him, and two, they want to get angry because hey, hot takes reacting to hot takes is fun. And free.
Exactly. But
Titan
I'm still an
Slayer,
anime fan through and through.
Yeah, I'm just going to send you okay.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm just an anime fan through and through. I'm still in the community because at least I know a few people. I can still hang out with them. But I'm staying away from like all the toxicity with the with what you've listed. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out with the right anime fans. Both you, Mr. Anime, Gem, and all these other people that I actually know and I can trust. I left the. I was part of a Facebook group a while back. I recently left. I want to say 3 months ago. I left because they were a really big group. I'm not going to name the name of the group. I want to keep it real here. I left not because of differences or anything. It was no bad blood between us. I left because I didn't have enough time to like post within the group. I was an active poster back then, but with everything happening, real life coming in, I spoke with the main guy himself and I told him, look, I'm going to be leaving the group. No hard feelings. I have other stuff happening in real life I need to take care of. I thanked him and all that. So that's a lesson for you people nowadays.
Yeah,
Always be front and center with the person or the company you're leaving with.
yeah,
You might it may suck, but you learned something from it. It shows them you have class enough and not like, oh, I quit this, that, or the other. As long as you have the proper respect for the person, whether it's like a group, the head of the group or anything like that, just have a little class.
yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Exactly. I did that. I turned out a job offer, and I said I was straight up and frank that I took another job right now, and I'll be interested if the job didn't do well. I'll probably go contact you back. So nice, give me the opportunity to do so. Just like you
Exactly.
said, be straight up so you don't hurt their feelings or waste their time, and just say like it shows that you're interested in the job, but if it doesn't work well, you can reapply and just thank them for taking the time of their day to interview you.
Exactly. Plus, with my job, I'm happy I left the fast food industry. Now I'm in another job where I had multiple opportunities.
Yeah.
Now that I'm out of the produce section and I'm like moved around in the stores, so I became a lot more versatile. They approached me about it and they asked me, "Hey, we want to train you in this department and then in this one later on next week, and then we'll have you in cashiering for however long you like. If you don't like it there, you can go back to one of these departments." So I took the opportunity.
Yeah.
It could have been worse, though. It could have been a lot worse. They could have just straight up told me, "No, we don't have plans for you to grow or anything like that," or they would have just asked someone else.
Yeah. Exactly. That's nice enough for them. My brother, speaking of which, my brother just got a promotion of his job as a team member because people quit, people just left, and they say, "Hey, you want a we're giving you a raise and a promotion, so we're going to give you at least $16 an hour, and if you adjust to the job, we'll talk about raising your pay."
That's if they did that with anybody that I know, I'd be like, take it, man. It's an extra
Take it.
pay, and you're in a different spot in the company. Do it,
Yep, exactly.
but
Just go
research it
ahead and do it.
first. Learn about it first, and
Yeah,
then go from there.
yeah,
Don't jump in head first because you don't know what you're getting into.
yep,
Another lesson. Another
yeah,
lesson I learned.
yeah. Daryl, you remind me, Mr. Anime Knight. You remind me of a person by the name of Mackenzie Critiques. You know the guy from London during my streams a while back. That's really
I,
intuitive and whatnot. He's a streamer. He
I've
actually
heard of him. I haven't been able to check out his content yet. I've been
yeah,
meaning to.
yeah.
But go on. How do I remind you of him?
Because how you said like words like enlightenment words and whatnot, and how you spoke and how articulate it is.
Precisely. I mean, I may be nearing 30 years old, but at least I know some ins and outs of life.
Yeah, but dude, let me. Yeah.
People may not like my advice. They just take it as they wish.
Mhm,
I've had a few people come up to me recently like, "Hey man, thanks for the advice. My
mhm.
life is doing better and everything in between." People just need that little pep talk
Yeah.
just to get them in a bit of a right direction. Just a
Yeah.
small one. It doesn't have to be forced or anything. It's just something that they need to hear and that should be listened. I don't
Yeah.
give advice to damage anything or ruin people's lives. I don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that in the past. And I'm still guilty of that. But I
Yeah.
learned from it. I
Yeah.
learned I learned the reality of what happens when you destroy a person's life.
Yeah.
It's not pretty at all. I'm
No.
amazed that I'm even sitting here today because of that.
Yeah.
Given
Yeah.
what I know up here, all the
Mhm.
secrets I have up here, it's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling tales because
No, not worth
I want to
anymore.
keep the respect to
Yeah.
those who are not here today.
Yeah. And Titan Slayer, if you're still here, I just sent you an invite to the stream. Invite to the stream. I'm looking forward to see you on here if you're able to, and if not, I'm glad you're still on the stream and whatnot. So even though it's like last minute, I suspect having no one on the stream. So
Well, I mean, when you mentioned you were going away for a little bit, I figure I hop on and get the chance to be on while I still have some time on my hands.
yeah,
And it was my day off, so perfect timing.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I wanted to make sure I at least get to spend some time with you guys because I've been trying to hop on as many streams as I can, like visit people, like hi, hello from the audience, or be an actual guest on the stream. I've been trying to do that a lot more lately, and so far it's going good. I have yet to be on a stream with Mr. Anime. I need to get back into that. But you and I haven't been conversing in a while, and I haven't been on your streams lately due to
yeah,
what's happened, and I felt bad. So
yeah.
this makes up for it.
Mhm. Okay, why I'm like on live viewers and whatnot. Why I'm still on the channel, even though I closed my window. But yeah, I like it when two people are able to oh, able to talk and whatnot about you and me about random stuff instead of like the whole hot takes of the whole industry. I'll get to that in a minute, and let's get to this guy's to Titan Slayer's comments. Sadly, I'm unable to attend. I'll continue to watch and comment.
Oh,
Thanks, we
that's fine.
appreciate that.
That's fine. I
Just
mean,
give, yeah,
we're all busy. We all
yeah,
have busy lives. We have something we have to attend to.
yeah,
It's no big. It's not a big problem, man. You're
yeah.
good.
Yeah, no problem. Like Mr. Anime said, and Titan Slayer, if you're able to hear me, you can just type in the chat about anything, and we'll give our opinions about that. And let's just start with there's this on Twitter I came on today, and I just found out by Black Sage D on his quote tweet about on a developer that worked on a game that decided to whine because of fan complaints of an incomplete product.
What?
I'm not making this up. A developer on Twitter was complaining and whining over consumer reaction of a game that was incomplete. And the customer has the right to be angry. They paid money for it. They put their time into it. Some are even like hyped for it. And yet you not just blew the hype away, but also they decided to whine and decided to like get angry at the gamer for not liking their product. Dude, you released an incomplete broken product. It is like doing a half-assed job. If you're in work, they'll tell you to do it again. And if
Exactly.
not, you're fired or you're getting written up if you keep doing it.
Look at all the past games that were unfinished. I mean, I can name Crash Twin Sanity. Universal is a good one, and
Yeah.
that's why I hate Universal Interactive Studios to this day. I still hate them for that because Crash Twin Sanity, if you fully complete the game like 100% it, you go to the extras menu, it shows a lot of stuff like screen arts or whatever it's called.
Concept art.
Thank you, concept art. And there's so much stuff in there that never made it into the game because of how rushed it was. And that breaks my heart, to be quite honest, because it was a pretty fun game I had a chance to play and enjoy.
Yeah, but you
But
were
upon reading
disappointed
the
about.
developments, like what happened behind the scenes and everything in between, it really upset me because no developer should be treated that way. Yes, they are human too, and unfortunately, we're in a we're well we're in a bit of a pandemic,
Yeah,
and unfortunately, most people have to work from home. Game developers are not excluded from that. They
yeah,
too are at home working on all this stuff. So yes, you're probably going to get a game that is unfinished or, as you said, half-assed. And it's like, oh, we'll just release the extra content as like a DLC or part as an update. I'd
yeah.
rather it be part of an update because at least it adds more to it rather than forking out the wallet and spending
Exactly.
some kind of money. It's,
Yeah,
I mean, I am not articulate in the graphics or the hardware that goes into this stuff with the patches and all that. And I know it's not easy, but you could just do that and no one's complaining. But unfortunately, greed rears its ugly head,
yeah.
and the
Studio heads like
publishers.
rush the studio, and I believe that's not with this time. I think it's not being rushed. It's mostly like one of those shooter games and whatnot, but they're not being rushed. They like I'm having an opinion that they intentfully rushed out a game. Like they don't want to work on it, so here's a game.
I could think of Bubsy 3D for the N64. Look
Yeah,
at that. Look how
half
broken it. Look
ass,
how broken it is. It is so
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, how they released that and what Misty Winsty said about James Charles getting canceled for good. Never heard the dude.
James Charles.
I never heard of him.
He sounds familiar, but I don't know what he does, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
Nor
and
do I know why.
yeah, and Titan Slayer. What he said about Titan Slayer. Sure got it. I seen Black Sage D's quote tweet about that and lets you know how soft these devs are. They should realize that gamers are going to take kindly to releasing unfinished products, rightfully. So
That
I might add.
that can go that can go both ways.
Yeah,
There are some who are content with a unfinished game as long as what because they have this idea in their head that, oh, it's unfinished. Well, I guess the next update there'll be more content or it's part of a DLC pack.
yeah,
But I can see I've been on both sides of the fence, so I can see it in a way. Like I understand why this person is angry and why this person is content. It goes both ways rather than one way because there's no other way around it. And
interesting.
unfortunately, it's the really hot-headed ones that kind of give it a bad image for the guys on the other side.
Yeah,
I mean, if the criticism, as long as the criticism is legitimate enough and well thought out, I'll take it seriously. It's like,
yeah,
okay, I listen to what you have to say. I agree with you, rather
yeah.
than shouting and so much stuff.
Shouting, blaming the gamer. Instead of blaming the gamer, you should blaming your executive boss that rushed your product.
Precisely.
Look at Crash Bandicoot, the PS2 era with Wrath of Cortex and, like you said, Twinsanity. And look at
Oh,
Final Fantasy
trust me.
Versus 13. And look how many stuff they cut out. And they
That,
let Tetsuya Nomura step down
here's the
as a
funny
result.
thing.
Like this is like, yeah,
They
it's
actually with Wrath of Cortex here. The set I mentioned this a while back in my Crash 4 live stream when they came out.
yeah,
I don't know if people remember it or not, but apparently the devs over at the corporate people over at Universal, they wanted the game to release on the holidays of 2002. they had 12 months to develop a game.
Wow.
Rapid Cortex. And it was so bad. Like there was so much developmental hell. There was multiple publishers tugging at all sides of this, like, oh, we want to interject this, we want to make it in this, and it's just a hot mess in the developmental department, which is why Wrath of Cortex is the way it is.
Yeah.
And why Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, learned from that mistakes and actually made the game better without going too far with it, and while sticking to the core mechanics that made Crash Bandicoot great in the first place.
Yeah,
This is what Sonic should do, and Mario as well. I mean, I respect Mario and everything in between. They're trying new things. It's not an issue of trying real new things with the thing. It's how you go about it without insulting the intelligence of the fans.
Yeah.
Because if you insult the intelligence of the fans, you're gonna have a major fucking PR problem with everybody.
Exactly.
And that's not good.
Yep. To be honest, I kind of like Wrath of Cortex. To be honest, I enjoyed what I played on it.
And that's your opinion. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it is. There is a game in there. I just wish it had a lot more time to be developed. I would have given it like a full year. Like I would have released it in 2003, like spring of 2003. That way you have enough time to get the graphics fixed, the controls for certain things fixed, and everything in between.
Yeah.
That's what Call of Duty did with Black Ops 1 and 2. That's why those two games and Modern Warfare 3, those are the three games that are the most popular because they didn't rush it. They took their time with it.
Yeah.
And it was I want to let's see. Black Ops released in 2008. Black Ops 2 released in 2012. So about 4 years. It took 4 years to develop Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
In that amount of time, you can get a lot done and be ready to go.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with the gaming industry nowadays. There's not enough time to develop a game. You're not giving the developers enough time.
Yeah.
There's so much to go in, and this goes for movies, TV shows, anime, and comics and manga.
Yeah.
This goes for all industries.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the proper crunch time or a proper set date, you're going to get a lot of bad problems etching out of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, but the one thing that really bothered me is because of how the person reacted to the fans and the customers.
That right there was bad take.
PR. Bad take and bad PR. Be angry at your freaking boss for rushing you and your coworkers. Because like you said, a game is a product. You don't rush the product.
Yeah, you're going to get a really bad product.
That's a sign of having bad development. Is when the executive producers or the higher-ups rushing you to reach a certain date. And I know you're stressed and all like that. And please, don't get mad.
We get it.
At us.
And we get it. I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not easy being a game developer. We all get that and everything. But reading that article from that game developer, I felt like my intelligence was heavily insulted. It's like, look, I get what you're trying to say, though. I really wish you wouldn't attack the people who are paying for the product that you are distributing to everybody. Because because the customer can have the option to walk away.
Yeah. And
then when the sales report comes out and when you see the sales drop, you know you've done something bad. Look what happened with Last of Us 2. Look at the sales on that one. They're saying the sales were good.
No, it's not.
The sales, I guess, if you want to call them. But when you really look at it, the sales tanked.
Yeah.
there's a lot of stores that have the copy, like multiple copies of The Last of Us 2. That's how bad it
You
was.
seen those like in those memes on the internet that I thought they were Photoshop? I thought it was bad, but that
No,
bad? You see, like,
I actually had the opportunity to go out and shop with my sister a few weeks back, and I remember going to the game section in one of the stores I was at. They had a whole row. I wish I took a photo of this, but I was in a bit of a hurry.
mhm.
I saw a whole row of The Last of Us 2 game cases perfectly aligned.
Wow.
And I'm like, I guess that wasn't a meme. It's actually true.
Yeah. Destroyed an IP as a result.
And that's the
I
problem
know they're
nowadays.
making a movie, but
It's
they
so
just
easy to
destroyed
destroy
the
an IP.
IP. Yeah. They destroyed a perfectly promising IP. Trust me, I loved part one. I thought they should stop with and end with part one because it's a
Precisely.
perfectly good
It
story.
was that good enough, and I actually had a lot of fun playing it because it was different.
Yeah,
It did feature the zombie element,
yeah,
but in a really different way that I
yeah.
never even imagined.
Mhm.
I never even imagined something like that causing a pandemic or an outbreak like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude, like how it was written was amazing. The jump scares worked. The mechanics are amazing. The story of part one was amazing. The voice acting and direction was incredible. Give
I
props to
love the
Troy
twist.
Baker.
I love the twists and like the carefully crafted swerves they did in that. That's
Yeah,
what makes the game great,
yeah.
and that's why I regard The Last of Us Part One
Hmm.
like probably the greatest one out of Naughty Dog since the Crash Bandicoot era and
Yeah.
the Uncharted series.
What about Jack and Daxter? I love those
Oh,
games.
Jack and Daxter 2, thank you. I completely forgot about that franchise. That's
Yeah.
how long it's been since I played it. I actually enjoyed it. But I haven't gotten around to replaying it to see if it holds up to today's standards.
Yeah. But
I
let me
know for a
just
fact
yeah,
it's on the PS4. I know for a fact I could probably, well, I get some more money. I'll probably sit
pick it up.
down, buy it, and play it.
Hmm. And Mr. Titan just said, "This is true." Damn. Yup. It was a flop. And people and they said they're going to say it sold well. It printed so many copies. What up? How many copies they sold? Because I mostly saw a deck of those copies at my local game store and Target.
Mm-hmm. Man,
And
it's
yeah,
so nice out over here. I wish you guys were here to enjoy this weather.
yeah. I don't like heat though, but I know
No,
you live in
it's actually pretty cool outside.
yeah.
There's like you don't feel the heat at all. Originally, I was going to come out here in the afternoon, but when I saw how hot it was outside, I'm like, I'll wait till sundown, kind of
Yeah.
around this time.
Yeah. But you but the switching gears
Go ahead.
about what Sony Computer Entertainment's doing to their Japanese branch, as people can tell. People
They're
are jumping off the ship.
they're
Even
screwing
a
everybody.
even a non-Japanese person who worked on the remakes of Demon Souls left too. That's how bad it is.
Oh,
So they're not
wait,
going to
the
get a
actual
Bloodborne.
guy left.
The guy who made the guys who made Bloodborne, the guys who made a lot of games, the guy who directed the Demon Souls remake for the PS5, they all jumped ship
Wow. I
because
didn't
of the
realize it
change of
would get
direction.
that bad.
Because
I didn't realize it would get that bad. At first when I heard about when I first heard about all this, I thought it was just a bad early April Fool's joke. But when I did some research, and I'm like, this is going to destroy a lot of revenue alleys.
yes,
Because once you start implementing stuff that people don't want,
hmm
especially the developers in our country,
hmm
you're not just killing that fan base, you're destroying the revenue that comes with it
yeah,
and the business dealings too. This impacts all aspects
of
of
Sony.
everything from the business to the consumer to the developer to the company. all kinds of things. All of that is intertwined, and yet
Yep.
Sony's too stupid to realize that.
Blame it on Jim Ryan on his take on retro games. Look, there's this rumor that's it's true now. They're shutting down the PS3, the PSP, and the PS Vita store. You know how many games are on it and don't have like any HD remasters or ports?
Oh god, they're actually going through with that.
Yep.
Oh,
It's true,
god,
dude.
You're gonna kill the.
It's
Is
done.
Sony really trying to go bankrupt?
I think so at this rate. Jim Ryan needs to go. Like, you remember what Black Bond said? A YouTuber said about Satoru Iwata? Which his opinion, he does not like Iwata because of the Wii U and its involvement and its sales and whatnot. But with the Switch, he got off Nintendo's back because right now I'm like Black Bond, but with Jim Ryan, aka the guy that must not be named. That man. Let's call him that man. Because he's destroying Sony as a whole. And what Titan Slayer says, you can read this.
I wholeheartedly agree. I don't know what's going on over there business wise, or who's calling the shots, because it's certainly not the developers. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's probably in the upper echelon of management.
Yeah.
Someone up there's messing up.
Yeah. Fire all of them, including Jim Ryan, please. Because it's destroying my. I love Sony since the original PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, and now I was hyped for the PS5, but after it came out, there were no games for it. Where are the games?
I know. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting to get mine.
4, 5 games I want on it, and they're not even out yet.
Exactly.
And damn, it's like they're destroying their Japanese branch so they can make their own like wannabe Hollywood. Let me just say this. Screw Hollywood, man. You're a game company. You're in a different field than Hollywood. Enough with this Hollywood AAA bloatage. I need something new. I want indies. I want sprites mixed in with CG. Look at Fantasian by Hironobu Sakaguchi's company. It was released on Apple Arcade. Saw some gameplay footage, heard some things about it. It was amazing, they say. But unfortunately, I'm not going to pay for Apple Arcade. Plus, I don't have an Apple system, let alone I don't mobile game. But Sakaguchi has knocked it out of the park again. Look at Katana Zero. Amazing indie game. Look at Blazing Chrome. An amazing Contra run and gun game. Look at all these indies and AA games. They got it in the park. Look at Spider-Man PS4 and Titanfall 2, which I call an end of an era. Because it shows the game had heart in those. And developers had fun working on it. With all these like big movie experiences games, play it once and don't touch it again and trade it at your GameStop after you beat it.
Yeah, that's how it is nowadays, because
they don't have replay value.
You can tell that developers not having the fun anymore, and that the creative freedom is being eviscerated right before our very eyes.
Yeah.
You cannot pass the game. You cannot pass the game without offending. These people get so butthurt over a sprite or girl in a bikini. We've had that for ever since the 80s.
Yeah.
80s, I guess, if you want to go that far back.
Yeah. Yeah, but let me just, And also with creativity, but look at retro games back in the day. They cared about replay value. They reward you with unlockables. If you play the game harder, it shows that you mastered the game if you beat it on hard mode.
Actually, I actually beat. I remember I was playing Call of Duty World at War. Someone bet me $50 to beat it on veteran mode.
Yeah.
It took me 3 days to do it
Wow.
on veteran mode.
Wow.
I'm like,
Hmm.
and I think I platinumed World at War. I can't remember for the life of me if I did or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, replay value, like in-game content. This is what Crash 4 did right,
Yeah.
because they added the skins in, but you get them by getting like a certain amount of gems.
Yeah.
It's content like that works.
Exactly.
Or
Like Spider-Man PS4, you buy the skins, you buy the suits with the points you earned and the abilities as well. But what they need, speaking of skins, where's that Crash Bandicoot man skin on those commercials? You know that Crash Bandicoot suit guy? Why they don't put
yeah,
him in a skin? I'll play as the Crash Bandicoot mascot guy. I love that guy.
yeah, I'll happily do it. Actually, where's the Crash Bandicoot cereal at? I made a post a while back about a Crash Bandicoot Lucky Charm like cereal with like the marshmallows of Cortex, Crash, Coco,
Yeah.
the crystal, the gem, and
Yeah.
the relic being the marshmallows.
Yeah, man.
And it would come in like two. It would come in like three different flavors. You got the regular, you got the chocolate, and you got the strawberry flavor.
Yeah.
Each with different, marshmallow
Fair.
icons.
Yeah.
And also in each box, you would get like a sticker or some in game content,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Where's that nowadays?
Hey, they don't do that anymore, dude. They don't do that anymore, unfortunately.
That needs to come back because that's actually a genius marketing. You get stuff by purchasing actual stuff,
Products. Yeah.
and there's money in it involved in that too. It doesn't hurt anybody to do something, think outside the box and purchase actual stuff.
Yeah.
I'll happily buy a bottle of Pepsi and get a code to unlock something on a game I'm playing on.
That's
I'll
nice.
happily do that.
Yeah. And GTA Driver said about ever since I heard about the stories, I decided to back my PS3 stuff up and I'll likely mod it as an FU to Sony. Great idea, man. Like I'm
Just
right
be
now.
care-
Yeah.
Just be careful about that, okay?
Yeah.
Just be very careful. Because remember what Nintendo did to Emulator Paradise website? They came in and shut that site down real hard,
Yeah.
which was kind of a bullshit move on their part because I'm all for game preservation because there's so many games and consoles out there that are no longer selling like on the front lines since we're now in the PS5 era.
Yeah.
We're still in the PS4, PS5 era. We're still in that era, as well as the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, and all kinds of stuff. Those are the mainline systems right now. That the PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn, the Genesis, the Nintendo, the N64, where they used to be at. The PS3 as well, and all the consoles before it.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore because of all the high tech stuff we've seen in the last 5 years.
Yep.
Excuse me, the last decade.
Yep.
But you could still find them if you know where you're going, like your local retail store or the or like a thrift store. You could still see PS1 games there. Heck, the one store I went to, it's called Bookman's. I can tell you for a fact they have a Nintendo GameCube, $80, complete with one controller and the cords and a memory card.
Wow.
$80.
Wow. Damn. You told me about that before. Like I found my PS2 for like $20 at a freaking pawn shop.
Exactly. It's if you really care about, like, if you're really wanting to go out and look, I mean, there's always the online option, but lately I've been going out to actual stores and trying to see if they still have them out there. They do, It's just you got to know the store. You just got to know where you're going. And for me, I have a lot. There's a lot of stores out here where I'm at that I can easily go to.
Yeah.
If there's a PS3 game that my sister wants, she can go on her own as well. But we usually look around, see what we can get that we can actually game together with on her PS3. She has a PS4, but she likes to keep the 3 though.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I'm hoping to get at some point a Nintendo GameCube or an N64 and switch it up and switch up on the station on the dresser I have.
Yeah. Like I'm like having a lot of stuff. I have a PlayStation Classic, a Switch, a PS4, my computer, now a Raspberry Pi. Dude, I'm good with games, okay?
Exactly. I just wish we had. I just wish people would just drop the bull. I wish these people would just drop the bullshit and start caring about the fans again.
Exactly.
Because the fans is what keeps the train going.
Yeah.
We have our wallets to speak for us.
Yeah.
And our own voices as well.
Yeah.
We don't criticize a game because we hate it. We criticize it because it's how we feel about it. Is it a good game? Yes, but here are the many flaws that can make it better. We're not sitting here saying, "Oh, that's the worst game of all time." There are like that, but there are some that actually are more articulate about it than others. People are like, "Oh, I don't." And there are some who never played the game who are the same ones who say it's terrible, but they never played it. They just listened to someone else's review about it rather than experience it on their own. That's what's missing nowadays.
Yeah, it's missing all the charm, like you said, dude. Like, basically, they don't the game industry as a whole. Don't know about Japan, but the U.S. it's like not there. It's like I want to be in freaking Hollywood. I want to make a game that looks like a freaking movie, dude. An interactive movie.
It doesn't work. It looks so bad.
If you want to watch a movie, go play Last of Us 1. That was the best movie experiences of games I ever played. But not with 2, not with this whole like trend of realism, Adobe surround sound, hyper-end graphics. Really good story. And no replay value. Where's that at? Because the gameplay sucks.
Also, I would love to see and replay value. I would love to see like the main here's the sad thing. Not many video game bad guys get their own side stories.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that nowadays. You already have the hero of the story. You already saw his story, but we want to see the other side, like the bad guy, how he came to be, what made him become bad, what does he do to thwart the hero, and all of that from a perspective, or the side character's perspective. I want to see more of that nowadays. The problem is there are too many expectations going in with everything, like
hype
these
culture.
Like these crap people from what's that one from all these different trash
areas and publications.
And these journalists, these so-called game journalists.
They're not gamers. If you want to see a good game journalist, this guy's Japanese. His name is.
Go check out Game Wizard. Game Wizard 02.
Yeah, Game Wizard.
Game Wizard 02 writes really good articles.
Yeah, YouTube. The YouTubers like Game Wizard or some like all these guys, like the various YouTubers, guys in Japan. What's his name? That bald guy that looks like a Yakuza, but I forgot his name at the moment. Always in Japanese streams.
I know who you're talking about. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but he does make good content, though.
Even though I don't speak Japanese, but I kind of think he's kind of cool with his theme, like being like a Yakuza that loves video games. That's really amazing. Why don't have like a mobster or a gangster that plays video games?
Actually, there is a mobster that his name is Michael Friend something.
Francini.
He was a former mob boss,
Yeah.
and I saw a YouTube video of him playing Mafia 2, giving his insights on it since he was a part of that life in the 70s. He
Yeah.
walked away from the mob, and is still alive today.
Yeah.
Really
Absolutely.
cool dude. I loved hearing his stories of his time during the mob. His father lived to be 103.
Wow.
Really interesting people. I mean, it's so interesting how you hear it from all these classic old timers about the country back then, before our time.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling you, me, Mr. Enemy, and a whole lot of other people are going to be like that
Yeah.
40 years from now.
Yeah. Exactly. And with the comments
That's what
here,
worries me.
like Optimus 64, hello Omega. And yes, hello Optimus 64. We're just chilling right now. I'm enjoying my Raspberry Pi my grandfather gave me. And Mr. Anime, what's good? We're talking about gaming right now, and I'm
Hi,
glad you're
Mr.
able.
Anime. It's been a while.
Yes, he's like, I'm glad you followed my advice, Mr. Anime, because Anchor's for free. It's easy to set up, it's easy to maintain, but I'm too lazy to upload stuff on it. And what Titan Slayer said here, yeah, that would be great with what you said before. On your opinion on the game industry, man, we should like instead of like having these devs, these Prana Madonna devs wanting to be like, ooh, oh, don't hurt my feelings, and you gamers suck. No, call your boss and his bosses, they suck.
Precisely. I mean, we need actual. I miss the days of reading gamer magazines like back in the day
Oh yeah,
that had
Game
Game
Informer,
Informer and
Game
so
Facts,
many different ones.
Game Informer, another one, Enter Electronic Gaming Monthly,
Those
Nintendo
ones had
Power.
actual. They had actual insight of the game, and they write like a really amazing paragraph
Yeah,
detailing about the game, and they give their rating. I guess I don't know if it's like a fixed rating or a
yeah,
random rating. I don't know how it works with the magazine industry as far as
yeah.
gaming is concerned. Why can't we have that?
Hmm.
Where are the actual game journalists that do care about the product, that do care what the
I
fans
think they retired or they got chased out. One of the two. But I want to talk to like a person who wrote for Nintendo Power or or those game magazines like Electronic Gaming Monthly back in the day, and interview them how their like experiences were at, because those were a great time to be a gamer. Like basically, when you read the magazine, instead of seeing all these wannabe Huffington Post
Oh
BS,
yeah,
we
those
have like
or the
instead we
people
have like
or the people over at the New York Toilet Paper Times.
yeah, crap times, yeah. But anyways, I'm saying instead of that, instead it makes people be hyped for PS5 or the next game or the review of the crappy game or the review of the good game or review on like imports. Who does that? Review on Japan only imports.
Yeah, where are the import reviews at? That's what I want to know. Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna move right here so you guys can see a little bit
like
better.
basically, dude, like they just help destroy the gaming industry. Like it's like why took this job? Originally took this job because it'll be I thought it'll be an easy way to get so my non-gaming buddies can take me seriously. Dude, you write for a game and magazine. Dude, I'll love to take your job right now, dude. Where I sign up.
Exactly. We need more people who actually care about the gaming industry, who care what the fans want. Because if you're gonna straight up lie to the fans,
And insult them too.
your article will get really chastised. So look what and that's what's happening lately.
Kotaku, Polygon, IG, Crappin.
Exactly. And Anime News Network. I don't even listen to them anymore. If I want to hear an anime review, I usually look it up on YouTube or I ask
YouTube.
around.
I just
Or
use
I ask around.
I just use Anime News Network for art for like announcements and whatnot. That's it. Because their
Yeah,
takes
it
were
depends on
dumb.
the announcement and how if it could be a good one or just
And they're
half-assed,
late.
or they're lazy enough
Sometimes
to
they're
write,
late.
or if they're
Yeah.
lazy enough to write, well, like, oh, this, but it doesn't have this and this. That's why I look for to
Yeah.
see if it's worth a read. If
Hmm.
not, because they'll throw in certain buzzwords here and there. But that's why I like Game Wizard O2's articles better, because at least he tells it like it is. That reminds me, I
Exactly.
need I need to get a hold of him because I want to ask him something though, but I'm hoping he's around still,
Yeah.
because with everything happening on with social media, the government coming down and everything, something's up.
Yeah.
And that's what worries me, because we have a job. We still have a lot to do.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to build my channel. Mr. Anime's still trying. You're still trying. We're all
Yeah.
trying at the end of
Yeah.
the day. And we just want to have fun. We create videos based on our opinions and
Yeah.
all this fun stuff. We're having fun.
Hmm.
We do a little educational here and there,
Yeah.
but like streams like this where we're just talking about whatever's on our mind. We're having casual conversation. We're not attacking anybody. We're not insulting anybody. We're just giving valid criticisms that are easy to understand, and people can either agree or disagree. It's simplistic conversation. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's a simple conversation we're having.
Yeah.
And not many people get that, because they're like, "Oh, you're attacking me because you can't agree with me." No, I'm not attacking you. I'm disagreeing with you, and I'm telling you why I
They
disagree
can't
with
even
you.
take an argument anymore, dude. When you take an argument, they get on attack mode. Like, you know, a Yu-Gi-Oh card with like 2024 attack points, and
Yeah,
they try to put it, they try to summon it, but they can't because you have to have a tribute, and it's a level 5 monster. And they ignore the rules, like saying, why can't summon this freaking monster? Look at the freaking stars on top, and you'll answer your question, because 5 and above, 5 to like 7, 5 to 6, you have to sacrifice one monster. 7 and above, you have to sacrifice 2 monsters
that's the
or
way it
more.
works. But no, these people just wanna cheat. That's all they
Yeah.
do.
And
That and that's why
can
and
I have
that's why the
another
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh example? And you try to activate a trap card from your hand. You don't activate trap cards from your hand. You have to
uh,
put
uh,
down the trap card on except for a certain amount of them, a special
they
type of
there you
trap
go.
card.
Because
Never
there
played
are so
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was about to say there are some where you can actually do that.
Yeah,
But I get what you're saying though.
yeah. And Mr. Anime said it's all about leaving behind a legacy for who you are. And those guys don't care about the
That's
legacy.
precisely why.
They don't care about the history. They want to tear it down so they can climb up to get to the Huffington Post.
Oh God, why do people want? I don't get why
I
people
don't
want
get
to
why
work for
people
them.
work there, because they're just a bunch of
We need
snobs.
we need
Who
we need
cares?
alternative journalism. We need
Yeah,
alternative game journals. We need anime
exactly.
journals. We need alternative sector.
We need alternative entertainment. Talk about, well, let's have an idea. Let's start one.
I think I can. I'll probably ask Game Wizard and see what his take is.
Yeah,
Because he's doing his own thing, and I'm actually looking to do that with him as well.
yeah,
If anybody knows Game Wizard, give him a holler, because he's good. I'm good friends with him. He knows me. He knows Omega. He knows Mr. Anime.
yeah,
Tell him we sent you.
yes. Mhm.
One of us, either one of us, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Screw the rules. I have money slash green hair. Exactly. I don't care, because
That's so
I
funny.
have connections. So screw your sorry butt who lives in a basement and have a beard. Look. Let me show you something here. Who has a beard? And I cannot cut due to religious reasons, but
Really, I
yes,
never I never heard of that before. Well,
yes,
I've heard of royal reasons, but never religious.
yes. It's mostly religious reasons. It's frowned upon if you cut your beard. It's mostly like for like blessings and whatnot. It's like a, it's not. I forgot what it means, but it's like it's really frowned upon. But people do it anyway. But I need to get.
If you find out more about that, let me know because that
Okay.
actually sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like bounding into comics as well. What Mr. Anime said, like Clownfish TV, they did good stuff with Disney and whatnot. I like those guys. They're pretty cool. I like Neon and Geeky Sparkles. I wish I can interview them on my podcast one day. I can like ask
One
them.
day it'll happen. It's just a matter of getting lucky because, like, I mean, I may have some time on my hands here and there, but I'm not. But I'm constantly busy
Yeah.
elsewhere. But I always try to make time for people. I'm glad I had a chance to have just sit down with you guys
Yeah.
because I miss being a guest on the streams, and that's one of the many things I was looking forward to when I came back from exile.
Yeah.
That was one of the many things I wanted to do more of. Because I
Mhm.
mean, I can always do figure showcase Fridays and Let's Plays,
Yeah.
but I want to try and actually join other streams, give
Yeah.
my support to those that do matter.
Yeah.
Because I take it from there's this guy on YouTube called Angry Raccoon or Addicted Raccoon, good
Addicted
friend of
Raccoon.
mine. Yeah, that's his tag. Well, that's his Twitter
Channel.
handle, I guess, if you
Yeah.
want to call it that. Um, he's actually pretty cool
Mhm.
and a really good friend of mine. But I kind of want to join other streams because I'll support anybody I
Mhm.
wish who I deem is who I view is worthy of the support.
Mhm.
Problem is, here's the one problem that I'm seeing nowadays. When a person becomes really big on the channel, they lose sight of what made them of what got them there.
Yup, they need a reminder of their friends or their fans. Not the fans, their friends. Like, yo, man, what's going on, dude? It's not like you like basically put them aside and tell them what's wrong with you. Like, it's not how you act. Like, it's like lack of integrity. They lost their integrity.
Exactly, and that's why I try to keep up with everybody else on Twitter and YouTube. I usually post something like, "Hey, I'm going away for a little bit. Something bad happened in RL that needs my attention to it.
Yeah,
When I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back."
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what I do. I give advance notice to a lot of people, as many
yeah,
people as it can reach.
yeah,
Unfortunately, though, I feel like YouTube and Twitter, they've been limiting like my reach and all that. I could tell because
yeah,
a lot of people told me that they haven't been able to see my videos lately or never get notified. And
oh,
I tell them and I usually ask them like, hey, if you subscribe, just click the bell icon. You have to click all notifications, not just partial. You have to click the whole thing. That way, you're fully informed of when an episode comes out or if a stream is happening. That's what the notification setting is. That's what it does.
yeah,
And same with Twitter. Same with Twitter. You just click the bell icon, same thing. You
yeah,
get notified of all the tweets rather than partial. It's like,
mhm,
oh, I haven't seen that tweet. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to click all on that. When I followed, I forgot to click the bell button.
yeah,
But I get where people are noticing some followers lost. I too got hit like a lot. It sucked, but I'm working my way back up though, legitimate ways because there are some sites that says like get 1,000 followers for this amount of money. There are sites out there like that. I don't do that shit. I don't believe in it. I rather I rather grow my I rather grow my base organically and legitimately with people I know and trust, and word of mouth can go a lot quicker.
yep,
Hence why you, me, Mr. Anime, and a few other people got so lucky is because people actually are interested in the product we put out there, like the videos, the streams, all kinds of fun shit.
yeah,
That's how you build a fan base organically.
yeah,
Once you piss off the fans,
mhm,
all that's gone. That trust is out the
gone.
window, and it takes a lot to build it back.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. That's what these companies don't understand. They're like, "Oh my God, why are the sales tanking? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that?" I know. Let's blame the fans. Let's blame the fans and call them all kinds of toxic. Call them all
Dang.
kinds of buzzwords, like trendy buzzwords.
Yeah. And soon the
It
IP is
sucks.
dead because you didn't listen. So before we have to go, because I plan to make this a little short, like an hour or so. I'm glad to having you there, and I'm glad for those who have the chat. And I have to go use the bathroom and get back to life and whatnot. Plus, I plan to go to. It's like 10 o'clock where I'm at, so I need to like
It's only
get some
seven. It's
rest.
only 7 o'clock here.
Wow,
Plus,
nice.
I was about to. I would have done this earlier when the sunset was out, but my neighbor next door was out, so I kind of want to keep a little privacy going.
Yeah,
Well, I want to respect his privacy. So,
yeah.
oh Jesus.
Okay. Can you like turn off your camera because I don't want to see what's inside your house. No disrespect.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so, anyways, for those who enjoyed this episode today, I'm just letting you know I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone for a month due to Ramadan, so I'm not going to be like on Twitter at all because I'll be deleting the app on my phone, and instead I'll be going to like I'm going to do some vlogs instead on YouTube. Whoa, what the hell's happening? Is this missing no here, Mr. Anime Knight?
No, that's just my lighting. I was fixing my lamp. I didn't realize how bright it was over there when
Yeah.
I got close. Apologies.
Yeah.
Besides, you guys probably wouldn't have missed anything. It was just my living room and the hallway.
Yeah.
That was roughly it. I don't go around flashing. I'm not going around flashing or anything. So
Yeah.
basically, that's all you probably would have seen was just like the ceiling of the living room and the hallway, and
Yeah.
boom, we're in my room now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I do appreciate the respect, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you don't. I mean, I've been in enough trouble as is online, but I
Yeah.
do understand where the concern comes from.
Yeah. My dad always tells me, Keely, don't show the house.
Well,
'Cause
that
he's
may
really
be
serious about
true.
that.
That may be true, but the more important thing is don't show the numbering on the house. I
Yeah.
think that's what he was trying to get at.
Yeah. Inside too.
In a sense, but I get where he's coming from, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably put my dad on the stream for a little bit. So, anyways, here for those who missed it, this will be on YouTube for as long as it is. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that blue bell with all notifications. Don't forget to don't catch on my live streams, vlogs, gameplays, live streams, podcast episodes, and etc. And that's what I have to say for now. I'll let Mr. Anime say his last words before we close, because he's the guest.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream by my good friend Omega Katana. Always a joy to come on, be a guest whenever I can. Good luck with your Ramadan. Ramadan. I hope I said it right.
Ramadan, yes.
Okay. But enjoy that, and I hope you come back a lot better. But please, for all of us, just be careful out there. Same goes for everybody in the chat or to the future viewers of this stream. I advise everybody, just do stuff that makes you happy. If you feel the need to go away for a little bit for like mental reasons or just to go enjoy life, go do it. But always keep those informed. Those you care about informed. That way they can worry. That way they're not so over worried about you.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, it's Sammy Night 1992. Hope y'all have a good night. Glad to be part of the stream. Hopefully the insight I've given has made you all a little bit smarter, hopefully. But like I said, though, take our advice as you wish. You could do with what you wish, but as long as you learned something, more power to you.
Okay.